Hello everyone, welcome back to Mentors Academy. So let's go through today's current affairs in a way that directly connects news with your UPSC prelims, mains and state PCS exams, CAPF, EPF and all other competitive exams. So we'll start with yesterday's MCQs first and then move into today's headlines. So yesterday's MCQs, the first question was, with reference to small satellite launch vehicle recently in news, consider the following statements. So SSLV is designed primarily to launch satellites into geostationary orbit. It is capable of carrying payloads of up to 500 kg into low Earth orbit. SSLV technology has been transferred by ISRO to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for commercial use. Which of the following statements are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So the correct answer to this question is option B, 2 and 3 only. Right? So SSLV is meant for low Earth orbit, not geostationary transfer orbit. It can carry up to 500 kg payload, and ISRO has transferred this technology to HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, for commercial use. Moving on to the next question, the Kachativu Island, often seen in news, is located in which of the following water bodies? A. Gulf of Mannar, B. Park Strait, C. Andaman Sea, D. Bay of Bengal. The correct answer to this question is B. Park Strait. So this often comes up in map-based questions in prelims and has high relevance for India-Sri Lanka relations in mains. Keep that in mind. So let's move into today's key headlines. Let me read them out for you. India and Mauritius, not just partners but a family, said Modi. India-Nepal relations reset. Yamuna River cleaning initiative. Legal drinking age. Working to blend isobutanol with diesel after ethanol blending failed. In Wayanad, green skill training for students, first in country. Indian Armed Forces will all-women team to circumnavigate the globe. Researchers in Kerala tap Red Ivy plan to develop innovative wound healing pad. NASA Mars Life Discovery. So let's start with the articles in detail. The first up we have India-Mauritius relations, a family, not just partners. So PM Modi described India-Mauritius ties as family-like, right, during a bilateral meeting. So Mauritius is strategically placed in the Indian Ocean region. Here is Mauritius in the Indian Ocean region, and about 68%, very important, 68% of its population is of Indian origin. So India has built strong cultural, defense and the development links from infrastructure projects like Supreme Court building and Metro Express. So now the focus is on maritime security, cyber cooperation and trade. So India's policy framework, that is a neighborhood first policy, and Sagar initiative, that is security and growth for all in the region, right? So it connects to these policies. For prelims, you should link this to Indian diaspora data and locations in Indian Ocean region, and for mains, Indian Ocean diplomacy and use of cultural links as a strategic tool. Moving on to the next article, India-Nepal relations must be reset. So talks are underway to reset India-Nepal ties amid long-standing border and trade concerns, trade issues. So recent concerns, recent political crisis in Nepal has brought up it in news. So talks are there, and this situation arised to reset our ties with Nepal. So Nepal shares a 1770-kilometer border with India. So the Kalapani-Limpiadura boundary dispute in 2019 has soured the relations. So this is the main reason, right, for souring relations with Nepal. So Nepal is heavily dependent on India for trade, energy, remittances, but China's influence has been growing in Nepal. That's a concern for India. So the dialogue on connectivity, hydropower and border management is there. So the aim is to reduce the Chinese influence in Nepal and to rebuild trust between India and Nepal. So the India-Nepal treaties, especially the 1950 Treaty of Peace and Friendship, is important. So the border locations are also important. For mains, you have to balance cultural affinity with the strategic interests connected here, and the neighborhood ties, obviously. Moving on to the next article, Yamuna River Cleaning Initiative. Yamuna River Cleaning Initiative. So a new government-led project has been launched to clean the Yamuna River in the Delhi National Capital Region. So Yamuna River, it's a tributary of Ganga. Here is Yamuna. It's meeting the Ganges here. So the Yamuna, it's a major tributary of Ganga, but pollution from like untreated sewage, industrial effluents, and solid waste has made it one of the dirtiest rivers. So the Yamuna Action Plan, which was launched in the year 1993, aided by Japan, was the first large attempt to clean this river, to take action on this pollution. So focus now is on modern sewage treatment plants and public awareness. So it is linked with Namami Gange mission, right? For prelims, you can link this to Yamuna tributaries, Yamuna action plan scheme. For mains, river pollution control, challenges of urban water governance. Moving on to the next article, we have here about legal drinking age. Legal drinking age. So debate has reignited on India's legal drinking age, which varies widely across the states. So Article 47 of DPSP. Article 47, remember the article, is very important. It urges prohibition of intoxicating drinks. So Goa allows drinking at 18 years, whereas Delhi and Punjab allows it at 25 years. See the variation in states. So policies linked to health, morality, and state revenue. So concerns about youth addiction versus personal freedom are seen, and states balance between public health, tourism, liquor, exercise, revenue is also there. So UPSC relevance, especially for prelims, it's can link this to the directive principles of state policies. For mains, federalism and policy and ethics of state regulation versus individual liberty. Next up, we have a very important article on biofuels, that is isobutanol blending initiative. So India is now working on blending isobutanol with diesel after facing challenges with ethanol blending. Right? So ethanol blending usually reduces reduces oil imports but has engine compatibility issues. The concern with ethanol blending is engine compatibility. So isobutanol is an alcohol biofuel with higher energy density than ethanol and is less corrosive. The isobutanol is less corrosive and high energy density, has higher energy density than ethanol. So research is underway to test diesel engine compatibility with isobutanol. So it will diversify India's biofuel basket. Right? For prelims, link this to biofuel types and national policy on biofuels, and for mains, energy transition, sustainable mobility, and climate commitments. Moving on to the next article, that is on green skill training Wayanad initiative. So India's first green skill training for students has started in Wayanad, Kerala. Right? So what are green skills exactly? So green skills are the skills for sustainable jobs. Skills for sustainable jobs that are linked to sustainability, that is like such as renewable energy, ecotourism, waste management, etc. So the GSDP, Green Skill Development Program, already trains youth, but this is student focused. So students will learn biodiversity management, waste recycling, and eco technology. So it directly links to skill development, links this skill development to sustainable development goals as well. For prelims, connect this to the GSDP, Green Skill Development Program, and sustainable development goals. For mains, connect this to skill development and environment, youth role in sustainability. Right? Skill development as a tool for environmental sustainability. Moving on to the next article, a very important one regarding all women naval team world circumnavigation. So the Indian Navy announced an all women naval team who will circumnavigate the globe. Right? It is inspired by the Navika Sagar Parikrama 2017-18, right, when 6 women of officers completed such a journey on INSV Tarini. Right? So key points regarding this article is It's going to promote women empowerment in armed forces, right? So it showcases India's blue water navy capabilities as well. So for prelims, it's important to connect this to INSV Tarini, since it's in news and circumnavigation terms. For mains, women in combat roles, gender inclusivity in defense, and symbolism of inclusivity. Moving on to the next article, red ivy plant wound healing research. So Kerala researchers developed a wound healing pad from the red ivy plant, a wound healing pad. So these medicinal plants have always been part of Ayush. So this is a red ivy plant. These medicinal plants play a role in Ayush and modern biotech research. Um, so this red ivy extracts and promotes cell regeneration. So that is the main role and importance of red ivy. It promotes cell regeneration and also antibacterial properties, and it also helps in faster healing. It's an eco-friendly alternative to synthetic materials, right? So for prelims, medicinal plants in Ayush concept can be linked. For mains, traditional knowledge in innovation and biotech for healthcare topics can be connected. So the next up we have a it's the last article for today's news. NASA's Mars life discovery. So NASA has announced evidence suggesting possible microbial life on Mars. So Mars missions like Viking, Curiosity, and Perseverance have already found water ice and methane. So this discovery reshapes astrobiology. It reshapes the astrobiology and the planetary science. It opens a door for more international collaboration in the space research sector. So for prelims, connect this to NASA's Mars missions, and for mains, space exploration, ethics of extraterrestrial life search, and India's role in planetary science. So tell me in the comment section below, which earlier Indian Mars mission discovered methane traces in Mars atmosphere? Right, which Indian Mars mission has discovered this? So drop your answers in the comment section below. So we're done with today's key articles, right? So let's practice, let's test your knowledge with the two prelims model MCQs. With reference to isobutanol, consider the following statements. It is a biofuel that can be blended with both petrol and diesel. So unlike ethanol, isobutanol has higher energy density and does not absorb water easily. India's National Policy on Biofuels 2018 has explicitly included isobutanol as an advanced biofuel. Which of the above statements are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. Second question is, with reference to India-Nepal relations, which of the following statements is or are correct? 1. The Kalapani Limpia-Dura Lipulek region is a tri-junction between India, Nepal and Bhutan. 2. Nepal is a member of SAARC, BIMSTEC and BBIN sub-regional grouping. 3. The India-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1950 allows free movement of people and goods across the border. Select the correct answer. 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So drop your answers in the comment section below. We'll be checking your responses and we'll see the answers to these questions in the tomorrow's current affairs session. We also have two main questions for you to practice answer writing. The first question is, discuss the challenges and opportunities of India's biofuel program with special reference to shift from ethanol to isobutanol. 10 marker to 150 words question. Second question is on IR question. India's neighborhood diplomacy requires balancing cultural affinity and strategic interests. Examine this in the context of India-Mauritius and India-Nepal relations. So 15 marker, 250 words question. So practice these questions. So that's all for today's current affairs. Notice how these headlines connects with the UPSC syllabus and also other exams, from international relations to environment, governance, science and tech, right? So keep revising daily because these topics can appear anytime in your exams. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Mentors Academy if you found this session helpful, if it has value added to your knowledge. So I'll see you tomorrow with another current affairs session. So thank you so much again for turning in today. Have a good day.